Right, this problem wants us to set up a system of equations and then solve it to find the answer. So it says that you go to a video store to rent 5 movies for the weekend. Movies rent for $2 or $3 and you spend $14 total. So we're going to call the number of $2 movies that we rent X, and we're going to call the number of $3 movies we rent Y. Okay? Number of $2 movies is X, number of $3 movies is Y. Got it? Mm-hmm. So in total, we're going to come up with an equation. Well, what is 5? What is 5 is going to be one of our first things. What's 5 going to equal? It says we rent 5 movies.
So just movies.
If X is the number of $2 movies we rent, and Y is the number of $3 movies we rent, and 5 is the total number of movies we rent.
So X plus Y?
Mm-hmm. So 5 equals X plus Y, or X plus Y equals 5. Usually we write it like this, so I'll write it like that, with the number on the right. Good, and then it says you spent a total of $14. So what does 14 equal? It's the total amount of money you spent. How does that have to do with X and Y? So remember, X is the number of $2 movies. So each one that we spent cost how much? Or each movie that we got that was a $2 movie cost how much money?
$2.
Mm-hmm. So if I write 2X, that's going to be the total amount of money that I spent on $2 movies. Right?
Yeah.
And if I write, what do I write? I add what to that?
Plus 3Y.
Mm-hmm. Which is the total amount of money I spent on $3 movies. And they add up to 14. Okay? So you'll see problems like this a lot, like nickel and dime problems and different things like that. But once you do a few of them, you kind of get the hang of how to do it. So there's my system of equations. So that's setting up the system of equations. And now we're going to solve the system of equations. What's the best way to solve this system?
Elimination.
Elimination. So let's multiply this top equation by what?
By -2.
Good. And when I do, I'll write the new equation down below here. It's going to be -2x minus 2y equals
-10.
Good. And now we can ignore that. And there's our system of equations. Let's add it straight down. The x's get eliminated. The y's, we just have one y left, and then equals 4. Y equals 4. If y equals 4, what does x equal? Plug it into either equation. The first one's the easiest. So x has to equal 1. And let's check to make sure it works. Plug in 4 here, and plug in 1 here. And do we get 14?
Yeah.
I sure do. So there it is. So we have 1 $2 movie and 4 $3 movies. And there's our answer.